In a small village on the edge of the Sahel, where the land turns gold under the sun and water is never guaranteed, lived a young girl named Amina. Every morning before school, Amina walked for hours with a yellow jerry can nearly as tall as she was. The path was dusty, her feet often bare, but she never complained. The water she carried was not just for her, it was for her younger brothers, her grandmother, and the neighbour who could no longer walk. One year, the rains failed. The well dried up. Crops withered. Families began to leave. But Amina stayed. Each day she walked farther than before, refusing to let her family go thirsty. Her teachers noticed her arriving late, exhausted, sometimes falling asleep at her desk. When asked why, she simply said, "My family needs me." One afternoon, the village elders called a meeting. They had heard her story, not just from teachers but from travellers who saw a small girl helping others along the road. Moved by her determination, the community decided to act together. Men dug, women carried stones, children fetched tools, aid workers were contacted. Weeks later, a new well was completed, right in the village. On the day clean water flowed again, Amina stood quietly at the back. But when the elders called her forward, the village applauded. Not because she was the strongest, but because she never gave up. That well still stands today, not just as a source of water, but as a reminder that courage can be small, that leadership can be quiet, and that even in the hardest places, hope often begins with one child who chooses to care. Sometimes the most touching stories in Africa are not about what was lost, but about what people build together.